Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Glam Ima. If you want to go from this to this, watch this video to the end. Me personally, before I prime my face, I like to do my brows, and my brows are the quickest thing in my routine, so I like to get rid of that first. I usually use a gel or an edge control for my brows, but I'm out of it, so I'm going to be using soap. Yes, bar soap. I have a very little left, so I'm going to use this to do my brows. I'm going to use the soap method. I'm going to allow this to dry a bit and then carve my brows. Okay, so as you can see, my brows look somewhat decent, and I'm just going to carve it. So when I go upward motion, I'm taking this brush and just follow my natural carve. What you can do now, you can use wipes to just clean around this place. So now I'm going to move on to primer. I want to use this. As you can see, I look a bit glowy today. I want to control this area so that it doesn't look like I'm oily. So I'm just going to use this around my T-zone. I think I put a bit too much. So I'm going to just drag it down. So guys, I have been breaking out a lot this period, and it happened around summertime, like around July, August. I've been breaking out, like you can see my pimple scars, my acne scars. I've been breaking out due to stress, and now my face is a bit better. It's recovering, and I'm using glycolic acid and kojic acid soap to get rid of all this hyperpigmentation. So yeah, so as you can see, my primer is on, and I'm going to allow it to dry out a bit before I continue with my foundation. So for foundation, I use this Morphe foundation. I've been using Morphe for the last 4 years and haven't changed. One thing with me is that if it works for me, I'm gonna stick beside it. There's no need to follow trends. If something works for you, like, just stick with it. After foundation, I go in with a concealer. I have these two concealers, one from Makeup by Mecca and the other one from Makeup Revolution. I also used to use the Morphe concealer, but it's finished right now. As you can see, this is more on a warm tone, and this is more of a cooler tone. I like to mix them both. I feel like sometimes this might be a bit too warm for me, and this might be too cold for me, so I like to just mix them. If you are doing your makeup and you maybe notice that the makeup is being a bit drying, or your foundation is being a bit drying, you can use a setting spray. The thing with setting sprays is that it hydrates your face. It brings back hydration to your skin, and that's what I like to incorporate. You can use, I have this by NYX, and I have this by Makeup by Mecca. I levitate towards this more. I don't like to go in too much with concealer, just enough. I like to blend out my concealer with this makeup pad. That's what I like to do. I don't use brush to blend out my concealer. I find that this works very well for my skin. Just a bit of this and a bit of this, and then you can add as you go. Okay, remember, it's easier to add product than to remove product. Another key point in doing your makeup, whether it's a bold glam look or it's a no makeup look, is to first start with all your wet or creamy or liquid product. That is foundation, concealer, cream bronzer, cream or liquid blush, and then you go in with your powders. I'm going to use this liquid blush from Glam. This is the only liquid blush I have. And then I'm going to use a cream contour from Fenty Beauty. And I also have this cream contour or bronzer from Makeup Revolution. And I like to put it just right in this corner. So now that this is pretty blended, I go in with a liquid, a cream bronzer. And you can see where my cheekbones naturally form with the shadow. So I kind of like to put it just above. Okay, so this step now is where I feel brings the makeup to life, and that's the powders. I go with a powder from Glam. This is a setting powder in the shade Deep Brown. I love Shein powder. Like, I'm such a sucker for good makeup. I don't care if it's cheap. As long as it is good, I'm alright with it. Around my eye, I drag that to my nose. I drag it all the way. I do not bake. So I don't want it to be super defined. I go with a bigger powder brush and just remove the excess. So I'm going to go in with a powder bronzer and bring back warmth into my face. And then next I'll use this blush. So we're almost at the end, and this is where I like to do my mascara, my lips, maybe a bit of my eyelid, just to touch up some few things. Putting back my beauty marks, you know, and then I'm gonna also hydrate my face because that's gonna also give that skin-like look. So before I put my foundation, I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of setting spray. So now I'm gonna do my mascara and a bit of liner. Okay, so I'm gonna use this mascara from Estee Lauder. I feel like it just elevates my lashes. This is with mascara and without mascara.
Take a look inside your heart, is there any room for me? I won't have to hold my breath till you get down on one knee, because you only want to hold me when I'm